Bill Huddleston. I'm a senior instructor in the Department of Biological Sciences and Faculty of Science at the University of Calgary. And my academic history is I was actually an undergraduate student here at the University of Calgary, and I got my degree in cellular, molecular, and microbial biology. And then I did a master's degree here as well in the area of microbial biofilms, and now I'm an instructor with the department. I mostly teach in first year biology, so for majors, Biology 241, Biology 243, Biology 331, and CMMB 343. Biology 241 is an introductory course for majors that looks at the flow of energy through biological systems, from biomolecules all the way up to the biosphere. Biology 243 is another introductory course for majors, looking at the flow of information from biomolecules through the biosphere. Biology 331 is a second year course for majors that looks at advanced cell biology at the eukaryotic level. And CMMB 343 is an introductory microbiology course introducing students to techniques on microbiology. My dream job is to be a barista. I love the idea of just serving coffee to people all day long. But since that's probably not going to happen because I can't make a good cup of coffee, I think I actually am in my dream job. I love working with undergraduate students in the classroom. I also like working with graduate students to train them as teaching assistants, and I like working with all my colleagues, so I think I actually have my dream job. I became a professor basically because of the guidance of my supervisors as an undergraduate and graduate student. I was finishing up my master's degree, and I thought I would go off into industry and make my millions there. But at the time, I had a girlfriend. She decided that she didn't want to leave Calgary, and so I started scrambling around looking for things to do here. And I was offered the opportunity to start teaching over the spring, and that led into a full-time permanent position. And the girlfriend became my wife, and I'm still here at the University of Calgary. Very proud of the work that I did during my master's degree. So completing my master's thesis and defending that was one of my biggest academic accomplishments. I've also really enjoyed working with redesigning first year courses, both in the lecture and the labs, to get them to a more modern standard level, and working with graduate students to do that as well. I was not a very good undergraduate student. To just sum it up in 2 or 3 words: beer and pizza. Living away from home was not a good idea for me, and so I really enjoyed myself a little bit too much. So I was a decently average student until I figured out that I did actually want to graduate, and then I decided to pull things up a little bit. I don't like when students confuse whether they have a choice or whether they're asking about a consequence. So I have to explain often to students that everything that they do is a choice, whether they hand something in, do something, don't do something, and really that's not up to anybody else but them. What I think normally students are actually asking is, what is the consequence of the choice of doing or not doing something? And so I wish students would see that what they're really trying to decide is there a consequence, and can they live with that consequence? So I have 2 teenage sons at home, so I do spend a lot of my time with them. We play lots of games, we read lots of books, we go outside as much as we can. I really love whitewater kayaking, so I spend a lot of my time on the rivers around Calgary, and wishing that I could get back on them every winter. If I have a hidden talent, it is hidden even to me, and I'm still trying to discover what it is. Alright, I think the craziest thing that I ever did is I decided to leave all my friends and family and travel the world alone for a year. So when I was an undergraduate, about halfway through, I just packed up and I left, and I went to Australia and New Zealand and went to other places for a full year, and just left everybody and everything I knew behind. And that turned out to be a lot of fun and a lot of great idea. Professionally, I think the craziest thing I ever did is I let some students leave after an exam, and then about 20 minutes later they came back and said that they forgot to answer questions on the last page, and I let them finish the exam. My biggest fear would be that my children don't have the opportunity for living the life that they want to live. So technically, I don't have any pets. My children do. However, since I am the one that does all the feeding and cleaning, I have a 40-gallon freshwater fish tank we're dwindling down now. We've only got about 12 fish in there. But we also have 2 cats, 1-year-old cats, one for each of my children. And those are my pets. Favorite television show of all time is probably Alias. It's quite possible I had a super big crush on Jennifer Garner at one point in my life. Now, favorite TV show, my wife and I watch This Is Us. I really over-enjoy anything salty. So potato chips, mostly potato chips. Anything salty is my favorite. So I really like being able to go outside and experience all 4 seasons. So I think Calgary has got the perfect weather combination where we can experience it all. And I really like being able to go to the mountains, stay in town, go to the prairies, things like that. So that would definitely be one. Not kayaking, I couldn't live without that. I have to go in the summer, spring, summer, I have to go at least twice a week, or I'm not the same person. And the third one, I would say, I guess I better go with my family. Alright, so I usually turn out the light about midnight, and the alarm goes off at 6 a.m. sharp, so I get about 6 hours a night. The most important thing a student could take away from the class is the ability to analyze. So no matter what sort of information they were given, they would be able to look at it and determine what's important about that information, no matter what it is. I think be in the moment would be my biggest piece of advice. So if you are registered in a course, if you're here to study, then be here. And certainly you can take breaks, but if you're taking more breaks than you are studying or doing your coursework, then that should tell you something. So biggest piece of advice is just absolutely dedicate yourself to what you're doing. If you're interested in research, dedicate yourself to figuring out what you might like to do. So take a look at department websites with the profiles of different professors and what they're doing. Read some of the articles that they post on those websites and see if those things still interest you. And if they do, then go out there and grab the opportunity to talk to that professor and see what opportunities are there.
You have a science joke?
Oh, okay, I do. Are we on? Okay, so, haven't told in a while. I gotta remember what it is here. 2 molecules walking down the street. One molecule is just minding their own business, doing some window shopping, pretty oblivious to what's going on around him. This other molecule's late, so he's running hard, and the 2 molecules run into each other. Bam! They fall down, one's all confused, and they start getting themselves up, and the first molecule, he's standing up, he's brushing himself off, and he goes, oh no. He gets more and more panicked. Oh no, and the second molecule who ran into the first molecule gets all, what's wrong, what happened? And the first molecule says, oh no, I've lost an electron. The second molecule says, what? How do you know? Are you sure? And the first molecule says, yeah, I'm positive.